everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, today I'm going to share with you a really fun idea for using a paper pad. You're going to love it. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much, so much for being here today and for supporting me and my channel. If you're a paper crafter, whether advanced or beginner, you probably have some paper pads. Well, I'm going to show you a really neat and nifty idea for taking the paper pad and making an amazing project. Get the most from these pads when you buy them. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So here's what we're going to be making. It has some foiling on it, so I'm going to give you a closer look at it in just a minute. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So here's the paper pad that we're going to be working with today. It's called Warm and Cozy, and it is by Die Cuts with a View. This is an old paper pad that I purchased at Tuesday Morning. So if you're looking for this paper pad, type in Die Cuts with a View, Warm and Cozy 12 by 12 paper pad, and if this one is still available, you'll probably get some nice results. But it is Warm and Cozy by Die Cuts with a View. And y'all, it is a very beautiful autumn themed paper pad, and that's exactly what I'm in the mood for today because it's cold, it's raining. It reminds me of autumn, so I thought I'd do some autumn paper crafting. And here is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making the most delightful 5x5 by 2-inch deep note card folio. And when open, this is what we have. So we have two pockets, one this way and one this way. And then we have a little baby pocket here on the spine. And in our pockets, we have some note cards and envelopes. So in this one, I would guess that you can probably get 2 note cards, 2 envelopes, maybe 3 note cards, 3 envelopes, depending on how flat they are. And you might even be able to tuck in some tags or cut aparts if you want. But this is super easy to make. It is a fabulous way of using a paper pad to get a well-coordinated look on your project. And I'm going to walk you through the process so you'll see how I do it. And so here's what we're going to need to make it. I am going to be using pages from this book. I've already pulled out my cut apart page and cut that page apart, but let's go ahead and choose the papers that we want to work with. I want to work with this one. It's a foiled pumpkin and gourd page. Then I want to work with this one because I want that to be my inside writing page. I'm going to work with this one. And I'm going to work with this one because I need a little bit of background paper. And I'll show you what I mean once we get into the project. But what we have here is a variety of patterns. They all work. They might not look like they work, but they all are going to work beautifully on our project. So we're going to set these to the side because we need to make the body of the folio, and to do that I'm using a piece of Dollar Tree poster board, the black. I love working with this black poster board. It is such a good quality, but if you don't have black poster board, you can join 2 pieces of medium weight cardstock together. Just make sure that your finished size is 11 by 14 because of how we're going to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. And on the 11-inch side, we're going to score at 1 and at 3 as far as we can go. Then I'll flip it and I'll score at 1 and at 3 to meet those original scores. Then we go to the opposite 11-inch side and do the same thing. Score at 1 and score at 3. Then let's flip it, score at 1 and score at 3. Then we'll turn it to the 14-inch side and we score at 2, at 7, and at 9. And those are all of our scores. Now we simply need to fold and burnish all of those score marks. All right, so now that we have all of our scores folded and burnished, we are going to take this and we're going to fold it like this because we need to free these center tabs here. So we're going to go to the second score mark and drag straight down. Drag straight down. Rotate it to this side. Drag straight down. So you're going through the middle of that score mark and you're dragging straight down. So now that you have your piece like this, on this end here, we're going to remove these two corner pieces on both sides. So we'll go to that score mark and drag straight down, and we remove these pieces. And remove. And so your piece should look like this so far. Now we're going to take this section here. We have these outer pieces. We're just going to remove them. So go ahead and just trim away these outer pieces. And your piece is going to look like this. Then here in the middle, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to trim away those outer pieces. And so now your piece should look like this. We're going to take these center pieces and just angle in slightly. And we'll do the same thing over here. So just angle in. And then with it facing me like this, on this piece, I'm going to go to the top and angle in. And I'll angle in here, like that. Then I'll rotate it. And I'll only angle on this end on the small fold over flap. So angle and angle. And so now y'all, we are ready to put this together. So it's just going to be a series of taping things down. So we're going to start with these two. And I'm going to add my tape, fold over, add my tape, and fold over. Get that stuck. We're going to do the same thing here. Add that tape. Fold over. Get it stuck. And then we'll do it here. Add that tape. Fold over. Get it nice and stuck. Then we'll take this piece and just add some tape to this end and fold it over. And so y'all, there we have the body of our folio. We're going to take it and set it to the side because we need to cut out our decorative covers. And I know that my body is 5 by 5, so I am going to cut 2 pieces for the outside at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I'll take this little leftover piece and we're going to cut it down to 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to cut 2 pieces at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Because this will line the inside. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut out my spine cover, and it will be cut at 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I need to cut 2 pieces for the inside at 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I'm just cutting out all of these pieces now so that we can save ourselves some time and not have to go back and do it. So when you're finished, you're going to have 3 pieces of the same pattern that measure 1 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then you'll have 1 piece of that contrasting pattern that measures 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. Then you'll have 2 pieces for the outside jacket that measure 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and you'll have 2 pieces for the inside that measure 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So now we can bring this back in, and we're just going to start placing down our pieces. So this is the front of my jacket, and it will look like that. So I am just going to take my tape and add my tape, and we will place them down. Y'all, this project does go very quickly. Got a lot of little pieces here and there, but it is a very easy project, as well as a very quick project, as well as a very beautiful project. So I'm going to add my tape, and we're going to place it right there. Then I'm going to flip to the inside, and we do the same thing. So let's just go ahead and do that. Add my tape. You can use tear tape. You can use glue if you want. I'm just using my tape runner because it's quick. So I'm going to take this piece, put it right there. Put it right there. And then we take this one, and we're going to put it right here. So now we're going to take these pockets and glue them down. So I'll take my glue, place my glue along the edge. I'm not placing a whole lot of glue. Go in and start working that stick, and I'm just going to put down a clip to hold that in place while we do this one. So I'll add a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. We fold that over, get it nice and stuck. And so now I'm going to take this piece and we're going to add some tape. Place that right there. Then I'll take this piece, add some tape, and we'll place it right there. And so there is our completed folio body. We can now decorate and make our cards. We're going to make the cards first. So to make my cards, I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it on the 8 1/2 inch side, and we score at 4 1/4. Then I'll fold and burnish. So then I have my cut aparts. I am just going to add some tape, and I'm going to place that cut apart on top. And I can see that I want to trim away a little bit of this, but I'm going to go ahead and place the cut aparts first. And we'll use this one. And let's go ahead and place this one down. So I'm just going to trim away a little bit of this edge here because I don't need all of it. And so now I have a card for this pocket and I have a card for this pocket. I can take this little cut apart and we can stick it in that pocket. You don't have to stick cut aparts in yours if you don't want to. I like to put them in because I think they add a cute decorative element. Then I'm going to take this little piece here and I'm going to tape it to this brown. Like that. And then I'm just going to trim and trim. That's one of my little decorative elements. And then I'll use this to make my envelope. So I'm going to cut a piece at 6 3/8 by 12 for the envelope. And we're going to score at 1 on the 6 3/8 inside. Rotate it to the opposite 6 3/8 and score at 1. Then we turn it to the 12-inch side. We're going to score at 4 1/4 and 8 5/8. And then I'll fold and burnish all of my scores. And then, like with every other envelope that I do, my goal is to free up the center tab. So I'll go to the score mark and angle in this way and angle in this way. That frees that tab. We're going to do the same thing here. Angle in, free that tab. And then we want to remove the 4 corner pieces. And we do that by angling in slightly as we cut in a downward motion. There's 2. And 2. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to round my ends. If you have a corner rounder, you can use that for this as well. For those of you who don't, you can see that scissors work just fine. And now I'm going to take my tape, add just a little tape there, a little tape there, and the widest end is the bottom of the envelope. So I'm just going to add some tape and fold up. And I'm only going to make one envelope, but you can seal this envelope by adding some double stick tape, or you can glue it closed. So now we can take our envelope and we can put it in our pocket. Y'all, look at how beautiful this is turning out to be. So now I want to make a little pocket for the inside here, and I have this scrap. So I'm going to cut it at 1 3/4 inch wide, and it is 2 1/2 inches tall. But you can make yours whatever size you want. Then I'm just going to trim away a little bit like that. And we'll add our glue on this end and this end. Now I can take this and we're going to put it right there. That gives us a sweet little pocket. And now I want to decorate the front. So I have these cut aparts left. I don't think I'm going to use autumn on this one. I have this one, the fall feels, or this one, hello pumpkin, and I think the fall feels is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to take my tape and add some tape to the back, and then I'll take this piece and I'm going to place it on like this, just to get me a little border around the edge. And then we cut. And so now I can take my tape. We're going to place our tape on like this. We can take this piece And we can put it on like that. Super, super cute. And I'm going to grab a sticker. I like this one that says, "'Tis the season to be folly." I think that's cute. And I'm going to trim away right there. And I think I'm going to take that and place it right there. So I'm going to do that with some tape. And we're going to place this right there. Really, really cute. Then I think I'll take this one and we'll place it right there. Add a little angle. So let's go ahead and just add our glue. And so now I'm going to take this one that says, "In all things give thanks." And we're going to tuck it in our little pocket. Then I'm going to take this little flower. And we're going to place it right there. How stinking cute is that? So I'm going to flip this over to the back. And I think I'm going to take the one that says "Hello Fall." We'll place that on the back like that. And then here on the back, I have a little sticker that says "My favorite season." We're going to place that right there. And so y'all, that is it. We now have our second beautiful 5 by 5 by 2 inch note card folio. How stinking cute is that? How absolutely adorable and easy was this to make? You can do this with your notepads for any season, any reason, anyone. Just start with the piece that measures 11 by 14, cut it in the way that I've cut it, and that way you'll get 2 pockets from one sheet. I'm going to bring that first one back in because I absolutely love how these have turned out. And y'all, just so beautiful. And I hope that you've enjoyed this great way that you can take your paper pads and get the most from them. Mix and match those patterns to make something as beautiful as this. If you have enjoyed today's video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.